Hello and welcome to XCOM Chimera Squad, the latest installment of the XCOM series from Firaxis. I've been looking forward to this for, well, it's only announced 2 weeks ago I suppose, but in typical Firaxis fashion they announce it just before it comes out. Anyway, a little bit about my channel background, as you're most likely new here. My background is generally in XCOM, although I haven't played much of it in the last 6 months, but I've played 3 campaigns on here, on XCOM 2. The first one being a heavily modded one on the base XCOM 2 game, which resulted in the death of about 40 soldiers, but it was successful, somehow. I don't know how, but it was. The second one was the one on the War of the Chosen expansion, and that was pretty straightforward, as that is a fairly easy playthrough I found, especially after that first run. And then on my third playthrough I did Long War 2, which was absolutely brutal as you can expect, and I had to kind of cheat my way to the end. Anyway, we're not here to play XCOM 2, we're here for the brand new installment, so without further delay, let's get started. We are of course going to be playing on impossible difficulty because, well, why would you want to watch anything else, right? And just to make it even more challenging, we are going to activate Ironman, although I don't feel like Ironman mode is as threatening as it perhaps is on the base game, as you do kind of get a do-over, I suppose. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Well, we're going to do Ironman anyway. But I am going to give myself the extended city anarchy to combat that, as I don't exactly want to be failing on the geoscape or the city map part of the game, as I'm kind of a little bit confused by it, if I'm being honest. So this just gives me a little bit of leeway on that part of the game. But of course the tactical part of the game is going to be quite brutal, obviously. No healing between rounds. I will throw in subtitles, just in case you do want to hear what the characters are saying and I'm busy, blabbering on. Anyway, okay, let's go.
Tonight, Mayor Nightingale perished in an explosion at City 31's Memorial Museum. The identity of her assailants is unknown at this time. The City Council asks citizens to remain...
So she gets vaporized the same day XCOM sends Chimera Squad to our city? You hear that voice in your head? That's me telling you to wake up!
Despite opposition, Mayor Nightingale's deciding vote brought the Reclamation Agency to the city. Without her support, Chimera Squad's continued presence is an open question.
Okay, so just a heads up, I will not be skipping any of the cutscenes, as this is my first time playing through it. All I've currently done as research is watch the 2 Christopher Odd videos that have come out, as in parts 1 and 2 of his playthrough, and that is it. I'm going in pretty blind here. But I did give it a quick spin as well, just to see what the different factions are and how I wanted to start this. Anyway, this is probably the most important part of this video is going to be selecting my first 4 soldiers, which I have given great consideration to. And we are going to be taking out Terminal, because we need healing, absolutely. If we're playing this on Impossible, we're going to need the constant ability to heal, plus the 20 defense on any agent every turn. I mean, that's just a no-brainer anyway, regardless of the difficulty you play on, I feel. I also want to use Blue Blood, as I actually feel once he's trained up a little bit, he could be very overpowered. I also think he could be a very clever way of getting intel early on, and I'll come to that later. And he deals a lot of damage as well. Doesn't have a lot of health, so I'm going to have to make sure I pick someone up to perhaps counter that and act as a bit of a tank. But to complement Blue Blood, we're going to take out Patchwork, due to the fact that she essentially has combat scanners here. Spotted this. It's basically apply a hollow target to all enemies. Increases the squad's aim by 15 against marked targets. A brilliant way for him to basically finish off enemies. I believe he gets 2 shots as well, so that's actually pretty good. Agent fires his pistol at target. Yeah, you got Deadeye as well, so you can counter the Deadeye. Debuff there. Plus we get the 50% damage boost, so those 2 should work very well together. And now for my final one. Well, we've got an all-human squad here, so we've got to take out an alien, obviously. So I was either thinking Torque or Axiom. And the entire time I was thinking Torque, but I think just the last sort of 10 minutes or so, I've been thinking I'm going to go for Axiom. Because we do need that tank functionality. And obviously he should play quite well into it. quite mobile. He does a lot of damage as well. Yeah, so we're going to go with Axiom. So this squad is actually remarkably similar to the one Christopher Rodd's using, with the exception of Blue Blood here. But yeah, I think this is the squad I'm going to use. So let's confirm our selection.
Directors on the
Chimera Squad. I know you're still settling in, but this cannot wait. A short time ago, insurgents crashed the opening of City 31's Memorial Museum. They took Mayor Nightingale hostage. 3-1 PD attempted a rescue, but the insurgents triggered a plasma bomb. Everyone inside was lost. Yes, 3-1 PD should have requested our help, but dwelling on that is counterproductive. We need to focus on what we do next. A crude plasma bomb killed the mayor. The insurgents had no access to materials for that.
Does that mean they had outside help?
Most likely. There are 3 groups in City 31 with access to this kind of ordnance.
Alright, so big decision here. Who do we investigate? I'll tell you who we are not investigating, Grey Phoenix. They're quite brutal actually. They have advanced weaponry quite early on. And you're up against mutons and vipers and... yeah, no, they're a no-go really. I was tempted to go for the progeny, but I'm not exactly sure how we would counter Psionics, perhaps with Psionics of our own? Or maybe even melee, but I'm not going down the melee route, so it makes sense to go against Sacred Coil due to the fact that they use a lot of robotic enemies. And they got hybrids there as well. I feel like we can take them on.
Sacred
Should be
Coil
able
is
to.
what happens when former Advent officers find religion, or create one. They claim to be the true path for City 31's hybrids, as long as that path involves armed sedition.
Director, these are local criminals. Isn't that 3-1 PD's jurisdiction?
True. The Reclamation Agency supports local police, but we're also required to recover dangerous material.
From those who would do the world harm, and each of those groups is neck deep in the stuff. So what next?
Focus on a single group. Investigate, dismantle their operations, and take them down.
Meanwhile, we look for any links to the mayor's death. Either way, a dangerous organization is off the streets.
Exactly. The city wants justice for Mayor Nightingale. This is how we help them achieve it.
Well, they're not off the street yet. Okay, so Sacred Coil. Alright, here we go. What do we do? Press this, I suppose. Okay, alright, there we go. So here we are, we've got our first 4. We've got 2 options here, we've got the city map and the assembly. We're going to go into the assembly, it wants us to do this, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't actually plan on doing any upgrades to the android personnel. I don't plan on having to use them.
Welcome to City 31. During Advent's occupation, the city was a fortress supporting an active starport. 5 years after XCOM won the war, it's home to aliens, hybrids, and humans alike. There's new industry, self-government, and local agriculture to support the varied populations. Against all odds, this city...
Until tonight.
We don't...
Alright, here we go. So, we've got 50 intel in the bank right now. We're going to use that right away. Makes sense to use it. Where are we going to use it, though? I'm thinking... and we'll throw it down here, I suppose, in the old town. And it makes sense to go on this one here, as we will get 10 intel back every Friday. So, we will absolutely do that. Yeah, throw a security team there. Okay. Now, we've got a critical mission available. We've obviously got to investigate the Sacred Coil faction. So before we send the APC, we need to look at our squad composition here.
Our temporary field
So,
office has all the basics. Weapons,
things
comms,
we
and
want.
ammunition. Supply is where we request everything else.
Okay,
As long
Whisper.
as it's in the
Thank
squad's
you.
budget, it's
That'll do.
ours.
Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get us some trank rounds right away. And they are going to go on Blue Blood. As he is going to be... anytime... I'm probably going to put him at the end of every breach, because he gets 2 shots of his pistol. So the other agents can do damage. If they don't get the kill, he should be able to finish off any enemies. And if he does that for the trank rounds, we then have unconscious bodies that we can then hopefully, if we get enough of them, we'll be able to get an intel bonus at the end of the mission. What I really want to do is see if I can gather a lot of intel early on in this campaign, because that will definitely help me out. Now, I am tempted to grab a flashbang as well because of the old mantra, flashbangs save lives, but I don't know if that's going to be necessary straight away. We might be able to just go straight in with this mission, and that'll do. But let's take a quick look at the mission. You know, I've not actually looked at it yet. So,
We are not the
APC,
police.
we've got a door, window, and a
See a theft,
keypad
call
door.
it into 31 PD and move on.
Okay.
There is one notable
Moderate
exception.
difficulty.
Hostile forces carrying dangerous contraband may attempt to flee
Fascinating.
the scene.
Alright, let's go ahead and give you the track rounds. We do have a breaching charge. I don't know if we have the ability to use it, because that'd be a wall, wouldn't it? So there's no point in taking that out. But yeah, here we go. Everyone's got a different weapon, which, now this is a problem, something I perhaps should have thought about, is when we do come to researching better weapons, we will only benefit one soldier at a time. So that is a slight problem, and it could hinder our progress. Also, this is where you come in, the viewer. Anytime I have to choose a new soldier, that's going to come down to you. I want you to tell me who you want me to hire, basically. And it's completely up to you. I won't go against that whatsoever. In fact, may even let you decide the odd squad now and again as well. But we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure how that would work. But you're in charge of my hiring process, so yeah. Anyway, let's go with Operation Witch Tiger. Also, about this animation here, that looks incredibly impractical. I feel like the APC is just going to drive through the wall.
Sacred Coil flunkies sniffing around this warehouse. Today, the silent alarm went off. The place is full of Advent-era contraband on the way to a tech vault.
Do they have any mutant-sized boots?
Alright, here we go. Breach mode. So, all of these access points are pretty good, actually. All units can use the run and gun ability on the first turn. That's pretty good. That's really good, actually. Tempted to go with Axiom on that, because he can then run in, use a shotgun, but he can run in and use Bash anyway, so maybe it makes sense to give that to someone like Patchwork. Or Terminal. Either or, really. Over here, first impression. First unit through this entrance is guaranteed to land their first shot. What? Well, you've got a shotgun, so yeah, it makes sense. You hit hard, then, I mean, that's just got to be done. Running start, I feel like this could be a good one for Patchwork. Successful shots on enemies will crit. I'm going to go with Blue Blood. Actually, do you know what? We're going to go with Terminal here, then Blue Blood. Is this the best way to do this? I think so. Now we need to decide the order. We'll have the guaranteed shot from Axiom. Running start over here. That said, I changed my mind. Swapping you two around. Terminal's going to go there. She can use her aid protocol, or whatever it's called. Yeah, because you're probably going to hack something. I feel like that makes the most sense. Alright,
Behind me.
let's breach.
Going in.
Alright, who have you got? So, both enemies that you can see are surprised. I think it makes sense to go for the one further away. Nice. Okay, good start. We've got an 87% here, we've got 84%, 71. You're pretty close, but you do have armor, so we do need to consider that. But I think we'll go for... You're an android, we can just hack you. You're an android. And you're a commando. Alright, let's go for the one that's easier to hit. Okay, you've got a decent shot there. Right, you can take care of him. That's kind of useless, but ooh, that was not useless. What about? That was good. So we appear to be left with 2 enemies. Now, if we use the trank rounds on the android, does that actually... does that work? I'm not too sure. What have we got? You're going to go next, so I guess it makes sense to just move you in. Nice. Pretty straightforward. Now we've got a couple of turns here. No idea if this counts on robotic enemies, but we might as well subdue him if that's an option. Very good. Okay, first breach. Big success.
Sacred Coil stole specialized mech parts. The kind you can't easily replicate.
Those parts are easily smashed. I don't see the problem.
No, you don't, Axiom, do you? Alright, what are our options this time? Ready for anything. All units through this entrance get a 50+ dodge bonus for 1 round. Quick scan. First unit through this entrance is marked until the end of the encounter. Not so good, but someone's got to do it. Over here, delayed scan. Last unit through this entrance is marked until the end of the encounter. Okay, so it makes sense to perhaps ignore the side door so that we only have one person with a negative trait. So all units get plus 50 dodge through this way. Might be a good one for... Yeah. Yeah, we will have Axiom marked as he has the most health, or as the most tanky anyway. We'll then go with Patchwork, then Terminal. Last unit through this entrance is marked, but we're not going to see anything on the right hand side potentially, so maybe this isn't the best way to do it, but
Follow me.
I guess if we clear out the left side of the map first. Best thing to do, okay. Alright, everyone is pretty alert, and that's not... Ooh, that was good though. Right, you can see Commando over there. That's not great. Not great. Not great. Okay, let's focus on the one over here. Nice shots. 70, 57. Do you know what? I don't think Blue Blood's going to be able to shoot this one over here, so... Nice. And here we go. This is a very good shot because you're nice and close. Nice. And he's unconscious. Brilliant. That's... I believe that's 2 unconscious. Okay. Right, so they're going to try and make a run for it. Axiom's marked. That shouldn't be a problem. Who have we got? You're going second, unfortunately. You're going to try and run, but I don't think you can make it. So I'm tempted to ignore you. Right, psych up. I think I forgot to use that last time, no? Not good. Must get into that habit. Smash does 3 to 6 damage. Subdue does 2 to 3 damage. We can always hack that android. You're going last, so I think it makes sense. Possibly. Are you going to run? I'm assuming you are, so we're just going to see if we can smash this commando. He's stunned. Brilliant. That is excellent.
Kraken skulls.
Oh. Oh! On a rampage already, are we? Oh, that's annoying. That actually worked against me there. We may have to use that coordinate with Terminal quite early on here. Okay. So the commando's next, but he's already kind of been addressed. Maybe we reprogram the android. See if that works. Hack resisted. Oh, that's unfortunate. Unfortunately, I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to blow that. Yeah. Move you up in the timeline. And I think we're just going to overwatch. I mean, there's not really anything that's useful for you, is there? Just move you over here.
Going to move.
That said, we probably should have taken a shot. What am I doing? Alright, anyway. Let's go over here. We can subdue this commando.
Subdue the target.
Top man. Safeguard Axiom. Give him some health
You'll be
back.
fine.
Thanks. I guess.
That does leave us with blue blood. Yeah. We're gonna have to take this shot.
To that position.
Okay, what are you gonna do? Should be okay. Good. Safeguard, people. That's how you keep your soldiers alive. Okay, we've only got... You can't see anything. Which means that android is ready to explode. Can he get close enough? I think he can. Now, if you come down here, you better not be... Oh, ooh, this could be ugly. Just gonna move you back here, keep you behind. Hope for a hit. Okay, that's something. Might not really do anything, to be honest, though. Yeah, you're... Good, get out of there, get out of there. Ah, thank goodness for that. Alright, this is alright, this is okay. So, we've actually got plenty of time to move Axiom out, take the shot. You come in here, take a shot there. There's big old containers in the way. But it might be the best option is to subdue. So that's what I'm going to do. Won't actually work, but at least it takes off some health.
Let us bring you in.
Then we're going to have Axiom just move back a little bit. Not much. Just a bit. 93%. Better work. Ooh. Good stuff. Okay. Now this is a problem. We've got this commando over here. We don't know where he's going to go. Is he going to come down here, go down that way? Who actually knows? We move terminal over here. Maybe even over here. Where are you likely to go? Probably back here. So I'm tempted to take an Overwatch instead. Or you're going to move back there. It's a long shot, but we're going to have to start moving you around anyway. If you do happen to move back there, at least you've got an Overwatch. Oh no, you're just going to stand there and... Fine. Alright, let's just move you over. Deal with this damn commando. Okay, you can subdue. Alright, almost there.
You can still surrender.
That's okay, I'm sure Axiom can finish it off for you.
Stop wiggling. You're caught.
Very nice, so that's 2 or 3 now. Now on to our final breach. We do need to heal up Patchwork.
Sacred Coil is on the run. Don't lose them in the warehouse.
We won't, hopefully. Okay. Agent damage likely. That is very bad. Very, very bad. Okay, delayed snare. The last unit through this entrance will be routed for 1 round. The best for last. The last unit through this entrance is guaranteed to land their shot. Interesting. Reflex boost. All units entering here get plus 25 defense for 1 round. I think this is where we're going to have to send Patchwork through, as that basically sort of guarantees our safety in a way. Successful shot at enemies during the breach will stun. Well, that looks like a blue blood action, because he's got very high aim. Last unit for this is just be rooted. I think we can have terminal rooted, so if we go Axiom and Terminal. I mean, yeah. Feels like the best. That said, we don't really want anyone rooted, but it's just the guaranteed hit is very nice.
Keep behind me.
Ready to go.
So that's what we're gonna do. Alright, what do we got? You're the alert one, are you? Ooh, you are. Nasty. Very nasty. You're surprised, but you're easy to hit. That's a purifier. I think we need to address you. That's not a lot of damage. So you're guaranteed to hit, correct? So surely we can hack the android. That said, Patchwork's on the other side of the map. Let's just get rid of the purifier. Bit of a cop-out, I know. Okay, you're guaranteed to stun an enemy, which means, surely, does that count for an android? Do you know what? It doesn't matter, you both are alert, so... In fact, you're both aggressive. Nice. Very nice. Okay, ooh. I might have to cover rush here. But you do get plus 25 defense, so... Ouch. Oh, she has got 1 health left. That is not good. Okay, you're gonna throw down a smoke grenade. And they're gonna try and make a run for it. We need to take out one of these. Once we take out one of them, we're okay. Alright, let's psych up.
Ready for action.
Alright. I think we want to address you over here. In fact, I feel like we definitely want to do that. Even though that android's next, that basically guarantees the success of the mission. So, no matter what, the mission is successful. Oh, and you're in reserve mode again. Good times. Okay, you're gone. That's fine, we can afford to lose one. We've got Terminal and Blue Blood to finish this one off. You are in a lot of cover. Oh, you're rooted, aren't you? Of course. Okay, let's safeguard Patchwork because she has such low health, and even though you're very unlikely to get hit here, I don't see why they'd go for you. I just don't like seeing a soldier with 1 health. You're probably gonna move, no? No, do you know what? We'll take the shot. A graze! Didn't realise they had that mechanic in. Non-vanilla. I mean, non-Lon War XCOM. Oh no, they do, don't they? Of course they do. I knew that. Shut up. Alright, 3 to 4 damage. We roll a 4, we're good. And we knock him unconscious as well. Or we just miss. That is also an option. Okay, Axiom. Watch out. No problem. What we can do here is... You can see him from there apparently, but what we'll do actually, we'll move Patchwork over here. Chain Jolt. How much does that do? 4 damage? I don't really want to do that actually. Look and see if I can knock you unconscious. I'm being greedy here, but I want that intel. I do indeed. 100% subdue, and then we should get that again of someone else. Ooh, very nice. Terminal.
Stay down.
That's okay. Get him this time.
Another caller for the men.
Oh, very nice. And so there you go. Mission accomplished. Not the best in terms of wounds there, but they don't matter so much as long as they don't get downed, I suppose. So we shouldn't pick up an additional scar on Patchwork if I'm not mistaken. We got 5 captured enemies, meaning we have guaranteed that 20 intel. That's a fantastic boost to start us here, so good work. I feel like the squad works fairly well. We are perhaps lacking in crowd control a little bit. We got quite lucky there. There weren't very overwhelming numbers, and we did hit a lot of our shots as well. So that's something to consider. That did go very well, to be honest. So we got 30 credits as well as the 20 intel.
If Sacred Coil went after mechs, they need soldiers. But for what army? They were underground until Mayor Nightingale's election drove them to the surface. Their hatred for her gave them motive. Find out if Sacred Coil had the means to carry out an assassination.
Alright, will do. So there we go. Investigation opened. Very nice. Very nice. So let's have a quick look at the city map.
There's a wasting disease affecting some hybrid populations worldwide. It's known locally as the Fade. Sacred Coil claims they have a cure. Find out if there's any truth to these broadcasts.
So we've got a mission here available. I believe that means it's available in 5 days, if I'm not mistaken. So very well. We have other things to do though. We've got this one here. End residential occupation. Hybrids reported a Sacred Coil cell moved into their apartment building and effectively took it over. They want nothing to do with Sacred Coil, but need our help in dislodging this occupation. Let's send Sacred Coil an eviction notice. So, plus 2 days towards Operation Reveal. So does that mean... that means we will discover that mission sooner. Okay. That's pretty good. We've also got some anarchy all over the place here, actually. Potentially.
Chimera Squad.
Tech support mission.
I'm Commissioner Maloof of 3. To be blunt, I don't give a chrysalis. 3-1 PD
Right.
was stretched.
Pleasure to meet you.
When your agents can handle a situation better than my officers, I'll send. If the city council has a problem with that, I'll take the heat. They can't afford to fire me. I look forward to working with you.
Commissioner Maloof. Not even going to say hello?
Blue blood, is it now? Couldn't hack into 3-1 PD, so you had to fail upward?
You know how it is, Halia. I always pick the easy path.
The department is happy to see one of its own back in town.
Good to be back. We'll do right by you, Commissioner.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Alright. Didn't realise this was Blue Blood's turf. Neat. So we could get ourselves a scope if we do this mission. Right, this lost and found. And here we'll get 40 intel. Ooh. So what I want to know is whether or not there's an expiration date for these missions. That's something I'm a little bit oblivious to, because my mind, well, common sense is telling me to go on the most important missions first. Really. I should redo this one. We'll get the other mission available sooner. We'll also get 30 credits. That said, intel is, without a doubt, the most valuable resource. So this lost and found mission. Word of an abandoned tech cache wasn't just rumours. Unknown hostiles are already on the scene. Prepare yourselves for a firefight. So we've got a good squad anyway for a firefight, so that'll be alright. Anyway, there was something very important here. We've got 10 more intel apparently. Nice, very good. Oh yeah, that's why we've got 30, isn't it? Very good. We can recruit another soldier, so this is where you come in, Yuba.
Too understaffed to be effective.
I have a feeling I know which one you're all going to pick.
Agents to City 31. It's not the whole squad, not yet, but it's something.
So, our choice. What's it going to be? Is it going to be Cherub? We've got basically a tank here. So he's all right. He's got the shielding ability. You can give one of your agents a shield, take a lot of hits. I guess to be fair, he's probably the soldier I want the least. So if you want to make this a painful playthrough for me, that's who you pick. I say painful, not really, but you know, less optimal. We've got Godmother here, who I would actually be quite keen on hiring in this playthrough, to be honest. So she's got scatter shot, very good, basically a ranger, an old-fashioned ranger, essentially. High mobility, health's not amazing, but I think she's got a particularly good role. Would certainly be a good sub-in for Axiom if I'm not able to use him, or potentially while I train him is another option. And then of course there's the one you're all going to pick, and that is Torque, who is probably the one I would want to hire anyway, actually. Just due to the bind ability, the ton pull ability, you can do some pretty nasty things with that actually. So the ability to take out one enemy for an entire turn is incredibly valuable. So what I suggest you do is just write down in the comment section below who you want me to pick. If someone's already written it down, like it, if it matches what your pick is, and then we will see who you choose. Also, while you're at it, you might as well... Oh, do I have to choose now? I have to choose now. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Oh, I guess we're going to go Torque, aren't we? I suppose we are. That's fine. That's no problem.
Whisper.
Are we good?
I don't know. Did you get a lobotomy?
Can't say that I did.
Don't know if
Then
I
no,
approve of
we
the
aren't
voice.
Well, at least things are back to
The
normal.
voice choice for Torque there. Yeah, I don't know. Just a straight up human voice for a snake doesn't seem right. Like Axiom still sound a little bit odd, and I feel that's fine, but I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Anyway, which mission should I do next? I'm currently thinking the End Residential Occupation. That seems like a good shout. Yeah, that's probably a good way to go.
When you aren't on mission, you need to maintain your skills. It's also where you can...
So for now, we probably want to put someone in training then. So select a unit. Let's take a look at... Well, we give Torque some basic conditioning. Seems reasonable. Maybe patchwork as well. We've currently got this going on. So I guess that's it for now, really. So coming up next, it's either going to be this mission or potentially the Lost and Found. So if you do happen to know whether or not this mission would expire if I was to leave it a day, then let me know and I'll do this one. If you know it's still going to be around for another day, then I would like to do this one. I definitely would like to do this one first, because the extra intel means I can put in another field team right away somewhere else. And that really does help us out a lot. But anyway, thank you for watching part 1 of this playthrough. Hopefully you'll stick around, and I'll see you next time for part 2.